a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo.
All right, for a minute there I thought you lost it. Whoa.
Hey yo.
See you.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
Yeah.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Ooh, what a rush!
Let's go!
Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No.
Yes!
Beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys?
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking Diaz brothers! Threats are part of wrestling, you know? But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat!
Connor, I know the media has a ton of questions for you, so I just want to ask you, what do you think of this turnout?
Yeah, fuck the Diaz brothers, yeah? Fuck those cockroaches!
It's Friday, and you know what that means? Tune your sets up. It's the Diaz Brothers, the first show of the year. The two best-looking brothers in all of comics. Tonight, we're talking about the new year, and Dave Brink joins us later. Give him a round of applause. The Diaz Brothers.
Hey, what is up?
Yeah, we're here.
We're here. That's right, Citizen Ronan. Look at this guy questioning us already in the chat.
I've never seen evidence of the contrary.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other contenders. And plus, it's the new year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if anyone wants to challenge us, we're here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we ain't going nowhere, everybody. But we need your help, the audience that is here watching us. Tweet this out, retweet it. We're live on Twitter as well. And where is my Rumble? Is this the Rumble?
Mm-hmm. You haven't opened.
It's open, but here, let me
is it
refresh it.
crashing
It's
again?
weird. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rumble is here.
Yes.
We got no one on Rumble, but if you guys are
Yes.
Rumblers, go over there, give us a shout out, and let's get some more people in the chat here. We need your help. How do we sound? We did some updates to our setup, so things are working better. The Stream Deck is on board.
Camera seems extra clear.
Extra clear camera today. I don't know why.
It looks extra
And
clear.
Here's extra crappy camera, but we could do it with no hands. We got buttons. It's all working. How do we sound?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
We got Snartigon DM says, handsome people don't use TikTok filter.
They were saying the Barton Bros, right? We could do like a Zoolander-esque walk-off.
Yeah, I do
against them. Yeah, that would be
we
good.
could do a
Walk-off.
Yeah, they'd have to come over to the USA.
See, the thing is, though, is they're, Hollywood actors pretending to be Australian.
right, based in Texas, because
Right.
Australia does not exist.
Right.
Which is a known fact. We do have some gifted members. Thank you guys for gifting I don't know if this is a Mr. I'm going to say Mr. Taylor Swift greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU gifts one member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's scroll back to see who did grab that membership. That was Levi Skeen. So thank you. Thank you.
Jesus!
And Chimera, the Hardline's own itty bitty intern. Chimera, thank you for gifting that one membership. And that goes to a Jolly Green. Thank you so much. And hello.
What's up?
To everybody in the chat. Hello. Yeah, thank you. The memberships help. We've gotten some awesome members this past year.
Yeah, definitely.
That have
It's been exploding with memberships.
yeah, using those funds to make Zade Comics bigger and better. You know, the sign, the curtain. We got some extra tape to hold the curtain up.
We're able to afford extra tape.
We're able to afford the extra tape. Comic strips for you guys that are members out there. They're Zade Raider members. And we're going to be putting up a new Masquerade one really soon. I just have to letter it up. Alan finished strip number 6.
Masquerade meets Steamboat Willie.
We'll see.
He's public domain.
He's
now,
public
so you
domain
have
now,
to
as you
do it.
guys
It's
know.
legally you have to make Steamboat
It
Willie.
would be better for Ricky Rouse.
Yeah, but that's
Steamboat
why it's
Willie.
funny.
Is that too on the nose?
Yeah, I feel like
Right.
the people don't want that. They want
We'll do a
Jetsons
poll.
meet the Flintstones, not the Flintstones meet what's that other guy? Caveman, Captain Caveman.
Caveman. They might have did that. Let's use in the chat. We got Alex VRB. Good to see you. Angela Curry. Just call him Tay Tay. Okay, that's a good nickname. Creators Outlet is here. Henry Bemis, Jolly Green, Roque Ballesteros. What's up, Diaz Bros in chat? It's a
What's
great
up?
name, though. It's a great name. Jordan Hurst, Citizen Ronan. Great faces in the chat. Bobby, Omega Storm, greater than Omega Storm. Isn't Omega dead, though?
Omegle? Yeah, they shut it down.
They shut it down.
It was last year. It was the final year.
Yeah, too hot to handle, too cold to hold over there. Tay-Tay's here as well. Tex Zombie and Cranberry Langers. Everybody that we missed in the chat, thank you for being here. We got a great show. We talked about the year, and we got our buddy Dave Brink coming on later to talk about his awesome book that is still funding. How was your week, Brandon?
It was good. We did this. My big part of the weekend was doing a design for an unreleased prototype game from Data East. Actually, it was it's this game called Bandit, and it was like brought on to like the arcade's kind of radar because of There's a screenshot of it in the background of RoboCop 2. We know how big of a fan the chat is of RoboCop.
Yeah, you guys big RoboCop fans out
Dude,
there?
you don't even have to ask. They're huge. So yeah, there's like this unreleased prototype. So when they're like, well, they used to do this in the film industry, is they would build up a set, right? And so they would go to a place and just take a bunch of equipment out of there. Not unlike what they did with The Crow, which led to the untimely death of Brandon Lee.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well done. So they put this cabinet on there, and Doc, the owner of the arcade, was like, "Whoa, what is that? I've never seen that before." And then that spawned us getting this board for this game called Bandit, which is very, very much like Spy Hunter, but unreleased prototype with, you're a criminal and you're just like basically racing across the country. And because it's unreleased prototype, there's no documentation on it whatsoever. So we had to custom make controls for it. And so I did that bit of like hardware engineering, whatever you call it. So that was my whole weekend, but that was a lot of fun problem solving that, working with very old hardware and optos and stuff like that.
See if this works. I'm going to try to format this. So I made this YouTube short for the arcade, and here's Doc, our boss. He'll explain it. So every Monday we put a new arcade game on the floor, and this week it was Bandit. See, that doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for us.
All right, well, let's hear about this.
Let's see what
it's a minute long.
Saying.
Oh, you want to see what the chat
I
saying
see the
first?
chat is saying too.
Oh my god!
Well,
Let's
play
go.
the video.
Right, your Monday mystery game, Bandit. Prototype from Data East. Hey, it's the game from RoboCop 2. Somebody posted a picture, a screenshot of the movie RoboCop 2. What could this cabinet be?
So there it is. So this was the cabinet. This is the screenshot in RoboCop 2.
Right.
It says it's a Ghostbusters game.
It says it's a Ghostbusters
It has a Ghostbuster
game,
marquee, which is a lie. Right.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't get quite into the detail in the that Doc does in the full video. This in the short, because it's only a minute long. But he was saying by the shape of the cabinet, the top, the curved marquee, he was able to figure there was a Data East game. I mean, obviously
it says Data East
right
on the side.
Well. It says Data East everywhere.
Giant logo on
But
it.
Data East is the company that made the RoboCop games.
Okay.
And they're I think at least the first one is in the very similar cabinet with the curved top. But I guess he figured out that it was this game called Bandit just from the screenshot.
Yeah,
of
just that one screen. Yeah.
The map on there. All right, let's get back.
And it had a picture of the United States on it, a map. And now here it is. Board itself, it's a known board that's out there. So we made the chips, built the board up, but even on MAME, there's a lot of problems with the control. So Brandon, lead artist down at Galloping Ghost Productions.
That's me.
It all fell on his shoulders. We had the board running within a day of finding the game, but getting the controls work.
So these are screenshots of gears you created?
Yeah, this is like CAD Fusion 360. Yeah, so I did this all weekend and problem solved the issue of the steering and geared down a bunch of stuff. This is what I enjoyed doing this. And so
so you figured out you needed specifically a certain amount of gears and teeth.
Yeah,
to get
the
correct
optos needed to turn like 5 times for every quarter of a turn. The steering went and stuff, and the pedal was a giant pain in the ass and stuff like that too. So yeah, the pedal was the even bigger part. The steering was relatively simple. It was just this with a bunch of step downs, and but the pedal was the coolest part that you saw earlier.
Working took maybe 2 weeks, and a huge.
So there's an opto board that went in there, and then like this little gated wheel that passes this IR sensor, and that was basically the same thing in the pedal, but the pedal it's like an original hardware pedal for games that would be an arcade. And so it only had 15 millimeters of travel, but it needed to put 100 and something gates past the IR for maximum acceleration in this thing. And so that was a giant fun project. So I did that.
Engineering work to get this up and running for everybody to enjoy. And
Yeah, there's the
Prototype
pedal
could
off
not have done it without Brandon. This is known from RoboCop 2. Now is here for everybody to enjoy.
So that was my week. And then troubleshooting that because people came in immediately that night and broke it. And then fixing both of those pieces that I made. So,
yeah, that was basically your weekend. And your weekend.
Had to make that idiot proof. So it was good.
Yeah, but it's on the arcade floor now.
It is on the arcade floor. We have some super chats we could get to, though. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Angela Curry for $5. Please have Brandon explain his shirt. Cheers and happy Friday. And she's throwing out the Furious Doge emoji.
Yeah,
thank you for being a member, Angela, and using the Furious Doge emoji. We appreciate it. You want to explain that shirt?
Yeah, we could show the shirt. People in the chat are going crazy over the shirt.
Are they?
Yeah, they're going nuts. They didn't care anything about the Bandit controls. They just wanted to hear about the shirt. I was gifted this shirt as a late Christmas present, but I'm enjoying it. So you could see it here.
Yeah, the girlfriend ordered it, and it came in late. It says, my tummy hurts, and I'm mad at the government. Picture of some sort of toad there. A furious toad, I would say. There we go. Another great shirt from the Diaz Brothers podcast.
Yeah, it sums up a lot of sentiments, I feel like.
Yeah, it nails your personality a little bit. You know? Bancroft says, sorry, I zoned out for the last 5 minutes.
Sorry, you need a recap on the Bandit controls.
Jordan Hurst loves those frogs.
Yeah, they're funny looking. They look like they're not real. They're like those, like if somebody tried to create a clay sculpture of a frog from only having heard about frogs.
Yeah. Are those the ones that scream too?
I don't know.
They're like angry and they make high pitched noises. We got Corey Barton in the chat. What's up, Corey?
What's up?
I saw Maromi in here earlier. What's up, Maromi? Good to see you.
What's up?
They're real though, right? Yeah, I feel like I've seen videos of them.
Those goofy frogs.
Frogs,
yeah, probably.
Jolly Green says it's going to be a rough year. What do you think about the year?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, it's going to be a strong year if you're into Chinese Zodiac, because it's going to be the year of the dragon.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and it sounds cool.
Right, that's your year.
Yeah, it's my year. I'm
Brandon's
dragon.
Is the year of the dragon.
Yeah. So it could be a really good year.
I wonder what your astrological animal is, Brandon.
On what?
There's like this thing. It's like everybody has an astrological animal. You take your year and date that you're born in.
That's not like the regular Zodiac stuff. This is some other
right. Yeah.
thing.
This
so
is
Chinese
totally
Zodiac, regular Zodiac, and then this astrological animal thing.
Yeah, this is probably
there some sort of astrological animal calculator that we could put it into?
This is probably something made up.
Oh my god. Chimera's water rooster.
Water rooster? No. We're not
talking about. Or they
about
say watercock too.
Yeah.
You know,
astrological animals. Is this what I'm thinking of?
Dale A's the Year of the Dragon also. Snarticom also Year of the Dragon.
Why can't I Google anything now?
Because they don't want you looking
Spirit.
up.
Yeah.
Spirit of the Corgi?
Yeah, so I'm the spirit of the Corgi. Primal Zodiac sign of the Corgi. This is what I was told. All right.
What?
Yeah. Primal Zodiac sign. So this is like your animal Zodiac sign.
All right. And this is what we're going to look at. Are they seeing this or are they just
They're
seeing
not
my
seeing this.
face
Yeah,
of
they're seeing
confusion?
us. Find your spirit animal. Free astrological report. Here you go. Choose your birth year.
Whoa, they need to see this. Share this.
They have to see this?
Yeah, why wouldn't they want to see this? They're going to
Do
see.
they care?
Yeah, this is important.
Forgot we were live. All right. What are you, 1989?
88.
88.
Yeah.
And 1988. And you're August.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's
in that
right
first August.
here?
No.
Oh.
I'm within this July 22nd. Down here. Look at here. Look at this screen.
Uh-huh.
This one.
Here. This one?
Yep.
So you're the orca.
I'm the orca.
You're the killer
whale. The most powerful
killer
beast in the ocean.
Whale. I don't have an ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
And look
killer
at
whale.
that dorsal fin. That's not one of those sad captivity orca whale dorsal fins. This is a true in nature killer whale.
Yeah, look at that. It's in their namesake. Born under the primal zodiac sign, an orca, and have no natural predators.
That's right. You come at me, you can't, because I have no natural predators. You can't even come at me.
Very top of the food chain in terms of leadership, respect, and pride. While they are truly warm-hearted, energetic, and capable of all kinds of success, they also tend to have highly inflated egos.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like I'm probably the most humble. They might say that I'm the humblest.
Yeah.
Right?
Noah says, didn't realize Brandon was that old. Or was old. Sorry. Yeah, born in the 80s. Yeah, that makes you old now.
Yeah.
This is this better than furry talk? Probably not. We do have a little bit of furry talk.
It's a mammal, but in the ocean. No fur.
Hyper Wizard in the chat, big astrological, what would you call it? Like a
fan?
Squire, I'd say.
Squire.
He says, Lowell, mine's the frog.
Did you ever ask Hyper Wizard if he's team staff or team wand? You remember this came up the other day?
Right. Yeah. No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's a good question. You saved that for the creative block.
Magic usage.
Yeah.
We could do
summoning.
Could do a poll. Got Amanda B in the chat. What's up, Amanda? We're gonna be talking about Amanda B later. So watch out. Admiral Wackass is here. What's up, Admiral Wackass? Good to see you.
What's up?
Hope to see you in this new year, brother.
It says I need to be mentally challenged on a regular basis. Like, is that challenged mentally, or you need to be mentally challenged?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. All right, let's do mine.
All right.
We're at
1936.
It goes as far back, huh? 1993. And then we got this
and you
September.
We already figured out yours. You were the corgi.
Yeah, so September, the corgi. Look at that.
Yeah,
I think that's
completely worthless. But
no, this
adorable.
Is royalty. The dogs of royalty. See, loyal, observant, analytical. Those born under the corgi sign are devoted friends and family members who take on the role of caretaker with great passion. Few others are eager to jump in to help friends in need. Corgis take the pride of this more than other signs. Members of the sign are like to fill a specific role in the lives of other people, getting the majority of their own personal fulfillment through the service of others. Look at that.
All right.
What are you guys?
Hyper Wizard was a frog.
Oh shit!
Admiral Wackass is a retarded seal.
Chimera is a swordfish. I knew it because he's got that big nose.
Oh yeah.
Who's a seal?
Admiral Wackass is a retarded seal specifically. Citizen Ronan got lemming. He says
what? Lemming
blindly follows anyone off of a cliff.
Yeah, so I feel like these things were probably made within the last 15 years.
I feel like it's probably more recent than that.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, let's get into the show. We do have a show to do today. People brought up furries, and this, we're not going to dive deep into furry news, but I mean, this would kind of go into furry news. Let's see. This guy on Twitter. Let's see if I could add this. It's just some rando. Michael. He says, I put on Star Trek last night to fall asleep, which didn't work, but I might be safe to say William Shatner may have inadvertently started all of this furry nonsense back in 1989 with his thrice-breasted cat stripper on Nimbus 3. Should we pull this up? See how this looks?
I guess so. I've never
seen this. I'm not a Trek man, but look at this. What's going on here?
All right, we go.
Look at
I
that.
don't understand the fascination with the 3-breasted women. It just doesn't look right.
Right. It cuts things. It cuts surface area down.
Right.
Right. So I would say it's probably less pleasurable.
Right. It ruins bilateral symmetry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about it, but yeah, I've never seen this. This kind of looks like a female thrice-breasted rum tum tugger, right? From Cats.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
If you guys are familiar with rum tum tugger,
Sumo Authority is calling for the no horny banner.
Do we have it?
Jordan Hurst.
No horny, guys.
Triple nipple is the perfect hand to mouth ratio.
Triple nipple?
Yeah, with the 3 breast. Yeah, you can't motorboat. Citizen Ronan is saying it causes all kinds of problems.
Yeah, this is weird. People getting
I don't like it.
Disgusting filth in the chat from Dale A. So yeah, that was
they're calling for the banishment of saying rum tum tugger.
You don't want me to mention him this year at all? All right, so good old probably friend of the show. I'd say we're twice removed from Will Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he's good friends with Mancow.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what he has to say.
He's also
here.
interacted with Anna on a number of occasions.
That's right. Well, I was there too. I saw him. So he tweets, "Don't you dare put this on me. Let's not forget the 1983 Lucas introduced Ewoks that started not only that furry movement, but the is that dyslexic?
Yes.
Dyslexics among us started woke culture from them too." Wow.
That's pretty funny.
Will Shatner.
He still has that wit in his old age.
Yeah.
He's got that rapist wit.
Having 3 boobs and finding a bra would be a drag. That's true. What's with the furry hate? Snuggy's in the chat. What's up, Snuggy? The Shat, they're calling him. So I thought that was interesting. It was brought to my attention and taking shots at the furry community.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then shots at the dyslexic as well. You know, he's
and the woke
community. He's tired of the handicap, just like Dave Chappelle.
Super interesting. I hope so. I'm telling you, 4 makes more sense than 3. Yeah, I could see that.
Calls for going back to talking about seed oils. It's a stronger topic for sure.
We have some seed oil news as well. Scissors with runs says rapier, not rapist.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah,
you ever see Dumb and Dumber?
Spoke there. Free the thriple. Free the thriple. All right, well, let's get to some comic news. There's some awesome news in the comic sphere. Let's see how much time we got. About 30 minutes until we get our buddy Dave on here. This popped up today. Actually, I just talked to this guy on the phone yesterday, but he put out this badass video, a little update for his comic. The creator of The Exiled, along with Wesley Snipes. The Exiled, you can probably get it in stores still, the single issues, but the campaign is printing right now, and he looks like he has the proofs in. I want to show this to you, Brandon, because this stuff looks really cool. Right. So we're going to turn it over to on the scene correspondent.
Is
Adam
he doing
Lawson.
One does not simply
right
bit here?
One does not simply print his book in China. Let's take a look at this. Adam.
Here's what I'm
Take
talking
it away,
about.
buddy.
The wait is over. The
Look at this.
Exiled. These are the advanced copies. They got flown in. Everything got shipped and printed from China. It's coming here. It's going to go into Arkansas for critical class, and it's coming your way. Got to show you this. This is the cool Spot UV'd Ultimate Edition here. Check this into
magnet case.
Magnet case.
Magnet case.
Look at this. Opens up.
Beautiful image on the inside.
Yeah, let's get some ooze in here.
whether you got
you
the
said you didn't
Ultimate
have it,
Edition or anything else. Boom. So here's the Kickstarter edition. Look how massive this
Maybe I
is.
did.
When you compare it to a regular trade, look at the size.
Look
of
at
this
that
guy.
page size.
Huge. Right? Beautiful cover. Love this black and white image here on the back. Look at these big, bold, colorful pages. I love the print work they do.
Yeah, I thought it was a hardcover, but it's like huge and paperback, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the cover,
And
the hardcover comes from the box.
Yeah.
you get the ribbon, right? I always love a ribbon with this kind of thing. So this is that special
ribbon
edition.
bookmark.
People may have picked up single issues in store, but no one else got these. Nice spot UV across the top there. Loving this. Then here is the Forgotten Wars. This is that supplemental story. Here you can see kind of has a reminiscent of that Ultimate Edition case. Jason Krieger,
You have to pause this. They're rioting for not having bonked for the previous.
Oh my God. The previous
super chat.
Super chat. And then we
got
missed
distracted
another
by the
super
shirt.
chat. All right, here's this bonk for you guys. I apologize. Thank you, Angela Curry. Another super chat. Bobby, Chris Office. Who's the guy speaking? Chris Jericho? What were we watching? What was
I
the
think we were
reference
watching
to?
anything. Oh, probably the fake Doc voice.
Oh, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Chris Jericho has not black hair. That's our boss.
Does he sound like that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He's been in the news a lot lately, though.
Really?
All right, here you go, Bobby. Thank
And
you.
Bobby Christopher is boiling it down to Brandon's video game thing.
It's all you.
Such an impact on everyone.
And Angela. For $5, the frog on Brandon's shirt is called a potato fairy.
Yeah, we'll have to look up Potato Fairy Frog video and show it
Today?
Yeah, we'll get to that after this exile.
Remind us. Did I get a bonk and then green heart? Yeah, you get 2 bonks now. Here's your second bonk.
You called.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Jordan Hurst enjoyed the boring game stuff. That's good.
All right. So, yeah, this is awesome. So these are coming. I think he said shipping at the end of February, which is next month. And a lot more stuff on
The
this
red
campaign.
page edges.
Yeah, isn't that
there?
cool?
That's crazy.
So this is his like manga size version of the book.
This is the manga size, a 7.5 by 5.5
tell him,
version
Adam.
of the book. It's got these great red painted edges.
Yeah, how do they do that?
hand dip every book.
It must be, right? Because the pages aren't red.
Right.
See,
They're like
I wonder if
here
there's
it's
like
got
any
that great
bleeding or
Willis
anything
cover.
on the side. You know?
Yeah. It looks good,
like
though.
bleed into.
It doesn't look like it.
That's the only cool thing about having stuff printed in China is that they could do some crazy crap like that.
Yeah.
But
because you have 12-year-old kid,
right?
with a
He's
red
a
paintbrush. You think
turns
he's
the book-
dipping it in? Not even brushing it.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah, it is super cool. So everybody go follow Adam. He's doing some awesome stuff. We're working with him this year on that kick-ass crossover. If you guys are on our mailing list, you saw a glimpse of that. We posted on our YouTube as well, a little preview of that. So I'm super excited. Like the first chapter is already done. We want to do an ash can preview of it. So after we get Lost Pages 3 out, wrapped up, we're going to be dropping that for you guys to grab So you have that back-to-back Crimstone action. So definitely stay tuned for all that stuff.
Yes. Saricom says the red trim is the blood of the people that oppose the dear leader. It's probably a lot going around. Yeah.
You paint now faster.
That's always a funny meme that comes up where it's like a picture of somebody who's really, really frustrated. And then it says the sweatshop worker in China when he receives an order for 10,000 shirts that say stop sweatshops now.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Speaking of someone that works like a sweatshop, we got Kami Mark in the chat.
We've summoned Kami Mark.
Talking about China. Good to see you, Kami Mark. All right. Also, I didn't even know about this. No one told me about this. Is Amanda B still in the chat? Because Sunday, the chat is coming back. They've been off for the holidays.
Oh.
The chat returns with trivia. And everybody knows that I retain the championship of highest point earner in the trivia game on the chat. And she didn't even tell me this was happening. But she says Phil retains his glory, or will Noah snatch it from him and be the top G? So everybody tune in to the chat on Sunday. That is usually 7 p.m. Eastern time. They're going to be doing trivia, which is really cool. You can do it on your mobile phones. That's what they call them now, right?
Yeah.
And you don't need to download anything. You just have to, sign in.
You have to make an account for this website.
I don't even think you have to make an account.
Oh.
You just have to put a name in there. And shout outs to Amanda in the chat, putting in the work, organizing all these questions. There's like images that pop up while you're playing the game too. Like, what's this book or whatever? Who colored this book? Super fun. So awesome community thing that you guys need to tune in and watch me win. Hopefully I'll be free to win this one again.
Did you see there's a new game show with Rob Lowe hosting it? Did you see this?
No.
It's called The Floor.
No.
Oh, no?
No, I didn't see it.
So we were watching Bob's Burgers, and then The Floor was like an advertisement for that. So I'm like, I'll put that on. Let's see what that's about, because it looks unnecessarily complicated. Yeah. And it's like 50 people standing on this big grid, and then it's 50 contestants or how many ever contestants for this show. And it's a season. The whole game show is the entire season. And basically, you're on your little square, and then it randomly chooses a person. Well, let me preface this. You're on your square, and then you have a topic that you're an expert on. And then to start off the game...
Should we watch a trailer for it?
No. It randomly chooses a person, and then that person can challenge anybody around them.
Yeah.
And then they are... they're facing off against that person on their topic, right?
Trivia.
Right. Trivia. But it's not like trivia. That's what was like, what's this? It looks crazy complicated. It's the most simple game show possible. And it's basically, I challenge you, your expertise with cars. And then you go up there, and then they just show you a bunch of car logos, and you have 45 seconds, and it just keeps going back and forth like chess timer.
Oh, okay.
And then if you pass on something, you get docked 3 seconds. And then nobody knows jack shit about anything. Like, the experts are completely incompetent in their topics whatsoever. And the topics are like, the first girl had veggies was her top. She's an expert in veggies.
Amazing.
She faced off the guy in cars. The guy in cars won. And then there was
it against cars or veggies?
No, it was with cars, because she had to fight him up, or challenge him for cars. And then he won, and now his topic is veggies. His topic is inherited from her. So now he has to defend veggies.
All right.
Right. And then if you win, you get to either stay up there and challenge somebody else that's around you, or you could go back to the floor, and then somebody will challenge you later at some point. And basically the premise is you take over the entire floor to win.
Oh, the floor doesn't fall out?
No, it's just kind of like you're absorbing the place around you.
I wanted to see someone fall through a
couldn't
floor.
be. I thought it was going to be so crazy complicated. Yeah, it was very, very simple.
Brandon's more of a university challenge kind of guy.
I don't know. I've never
Is that a
seen
game show? I did watch Lingo this week, though. Remember Lingo?
Refresh my memory on that.
It's grid, and then it's like, here's the first word.
Yeah. Game Show Network.
What it is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They have a new version with RuPaul hosting.
Yeah. I'm sure it's awful.
That was fun.
Dude, RuPaul
There's a lot of people.
Is a lot
on there, though.
Huh?
There's a lot of couples on there that were pretty dumb.
Oh yeah. There's
like
the topics on this were like A-listers, and then they would show you pictures of celebrities.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know anything about that. Or cereals.
Vaughn Coleman would be a cereal expert.
Yeah. Magic Spoon.
Angela Curry says, what about seed oils?
Yeah, expert on seed oils.
We did have a seed oil topic. We'll quickly run past. This is kind of like a what would you call it? Not disclaimer, but public service announcement. Did I pull it up here?
I remember when I was a kid, there was a game show called Bible Bowl.
I never heard of that
about that one.
Here we go. Announcement from Mr. Seed Oil Disrespecter. Or no, this is not from him, but he tagged in it. Pepe Burr announced that Hod Dotties,
right?
Hop
Dotties.
Was it?
Hop
Dotties.
Right? It's with a P.
Is seed oil-less fries? Yeah, no seed oils right here. It says
so like
clean fried with no seed oils. Brandon and I actually went to Hop Dotties.
We did go to Hop Dotties.
Our buddy Nicky P, we went with him down in Austin this past year.
Burger was fine.
And they had cream soda, I think. I think I got that. Burgers, chicken sandwiches, and fries, which we didn't know at the time didn't contain seed oils.
Maybe not, because I feel like I would have seen this on the menu or the sign. But go down.
All right, I'll go
one
down.
or something where there's like a link.
There's a link to
this. I want to see this. Blow this up.
All right, I'll pop it out here.
Enhance 65%.
Enhance this bad boy here.
Yeah, now using 0 acre oil. What the hell is that?
They're using 0 acre oil.
Right. I don't like anything that's trying to sell me on how healthy it is.
Better for people, plants, and your taste
right.
buds.
What is this? Well, it's a petroleum-based product.
It's more crispy and delicious, Brandon. More heart healthy fats.
Yeah,
9 times less land needed.
That's not selling me on the no seed oil part. Where are they getting this from?
The 9 times less land needed. That's the part that's like,
look
this
up
is
0 acre oil.
Laboratory oils that you're making.
So petroleum-based product, it's a byproduct of the diesel fuel process.
They take the oils from the placenta of that clone baby that was just cloned this past week.
God.
Let's see. What's it called? 0
acre oil.
Acre oil.
Now, 0 Acre Farms, Seed Oil Disrespecter has been talking about them for a while.
Look, you could buy it.
Cultured oil. Finally, an all-purpose cooking oil with even more good fats than olive oil.
What?
Okay. Close
this
this.
thing?
A high smoke point, a neutral taste that works with any recipe. You'll love it for perfect sear, crispy fries, or delicious sauce.
I love delicious sauce.
Or delicious sauce. It's like hot chip.
Yeah, I know.
Made from sugar cane. Read more on that. Made from sugar cane. That's to the right. It's the last one. 0 Acre oil is made from rain-fed sugarcane plants, highest yielding crop in the world. Natural fermentation breaks down raw sugar. Sugar canes converts it to oil, which is neutral taste, low carbon footprint. 99% water than olive oil, and 87% land, less than canola oil, which is rapeseed. So
Yeah, F rapeseed.
Maybe. I don't know anything about sugarcane. So maybe.
Molly T says, I fried fish with this oil for my kids and we all love it. No oily flavor and absolutely no smoke. No smoke.
Yeah, no smoke. I made the other day.
There you go.
I don't know what you would call it. I guess it was like a tempura chicken. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you would get from like a Chinese food restaurant for sweet and sour chicken with no sauce. I made those and I fried them in beef tail. They were so good. And it was,
Really
I was
good.
eating them coming out of the fryer. I'm eating it. I'm like, man, these are so good. People don't know what they're missing. I go thinking in my head, the American mind cannot comprehend this.
Yeah.
Because of all the seed oils.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, they were so good.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm glad you made those.
Yeah.
We also had them the next day for lunch too. You made some money.
Yes.
The only good oil is body oil.
Sugar oil. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's get some no seed oil emojis in the chat. No seed oil.
Yeah, no seed oil.
I use avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil, or better yet, duck fat, pork fat, or tallow.
Yeah, beef tallow is amazing. Does it cause anal leakage? I don't know. See, that's the thing.
Seed oils do.
Right. Well,
So,
seed oils.
I got this dog,
Yeah.
boy,
Uh-huh.
and girlfriend. Everybody's like, oh, he loves peanut butter, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah, dogs like peanut butter.
dogs like peanut butter,
Right.
but he was having
Anal leakage.
watery
Oh,
stool.
okay.
All right. And the reason for this was seed oil in that peanut butter that you bought.
Yeah. You're gonna get a lot of that.
So we need to not, if you're gonna give your animal seed oil, don't. If you're gonna give him peanut butter, give him a seed oilless peanut butter. All right?
Sorry, avocado is better when cooking in high heat. Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, if avocado has a high smoke point, then yeah, that would be great. Yeah, peanut butter is bad for dogs. Yeah, seed oil is bad for dogs. Seed oil is bad for living organisms.
Apologize, Snuggie. But we're talking about facts here. What's up, K-pop? Good to see you. Peanuts aren't great for gut health, anyways.
Plus, they don't they have that mold on it now, right?
I don't know.
Well, you showed me
That's
some
rice.
video.
Was
Yeah,
there-
well, peanuts and rice
Yeah.
have this mold on it.
Yeah, peanuts and rice. Like if you make rice, eat it right away, because if you keep rice for a long time, it can easily develop mold to hurt your stomach, and it's unseeable mold.
It's like that
invisible.
spontaneous generation of mold spores.
Yeah.
Jimmy Reyes Art says 8 comics. Do you remember when we used to talk about comics on this channel? This is no.
Yeah.
When did we ever
Obviously,
talk
you've
about
never
comics?
watched the show. And what is this we?
Yeah. I don't know
talk
anything about that. This has been a seed oil, an anti-seed oil channel. This has been a down with mainstream archaeology channel.
That's right.
It's been a Bigfoot safe space. And we're just having a good time.
Yeah, we're all having a good time. We got 54 people watching in the chat. Hit that like button. Hope you guys are enjoying the show.
See, Snarticom says we're all gonna die. Eat whatever. That's what one of these guys in the office says, and he's like, "Well, they used to say about smoking was healthy," and I'm like, "Right." The argument of like, "Hey, we're all gonna die sometime." It's like, yeah, but wouldn't you rather not die of colon cancer?
Yeah,
I'd be all right with that.
I'd be cool with that. Yeah, that's right. Shelby won't die. He's some sort of a vampire.
Yeah, he's like a Dorian Gray figure, I think. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Amanda B, you've talked about Magic Cop and Lost Pages. Yeah, but are those really comics?
Yeah, they're more of lifestyle brands,
Definitely,
I would say.
yeah. And that's what we're claiming on our taxes as well. They're lifestyle brands. And you can
Yeah,
buy
and-
into it now. Lost Pages. SageComics.com.
I liked when this was a Selma Hayek channel. Yeah. You know, she not on Epstein's client list apparently, so that was good.
Thank God. Yeah, there she is, right there. You can see
you
her
could kind
boob.
of see her.
See her boob. Potato fairies. Yeah, we got a potato fairy right here, geared up for you guys.
Oh yeah, let's see these guys.
See these potato fairies. As you can see, here they are. Let's see what they're doing.
Yeah, look at his stomach is hurting. He's got to rub his own stomach.
Yeah, he's mad at the government too.
Easily. That's where he's going now. He's going to call his local representative.
Oh, he's digging with his back legs? This is crazy.
He's got to breathe somehow.
I want to see them scream.
Good morning, potato
I thought
fairy.
they were screaming. They don't scream. First, take a shower.
That one might be too hot for YouTube.
Yeah.
I can show that. Look, screaming budget frog right here.
This one?
That's what it says.
Oh, it's a different frog type, I guess.
Oh. Dude, the eyes that are smooth across the face.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No brow ridge whatsoever. You're
Like
trapped.
that water.
You're trapped, frog.
There you have it.
That is hilarious.
There you have it. That's what we get up to here. All right. People have talked about this. We actually mentioned this a little bit last week. We have, I'm sure you guys know, it's sad to say, but we did lose someone last year. Mr. Steve Worster, which we mentioned. You could see that Star Wars boy, our boy Steve.
Yeah.
We just talked about him last week because we were doing the recap.
Right.
He came out to Chicago here with Matt Fowler. We went to the Fan Expo, which was super cool, and showed him around the arcade. He had a blast at the arcade. All the guys did. And specifically, you were actually in this room showing him all your 3D printed stuff because he does the prints for Tiger Blue. He did all those action figures.
Yeah, he was talking about getting into resin printing for the Fidelity. But he didn't know where to start, so I was showing him a lot of the resin stuff that we had going on here.
Yeah, and we have the bigger printers now, so he was super excited about that. And we took him to the arcade, played a bunch. So cool. We went to Fogo de Chao over here, right at Rosemont, which is super close to the convention center over here. And we're all enjoying the Brazilian steak and stuff.
Yeah. Do you feel bad that you're never going to get that Star Wars boy calendar?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would have been hilarious for them
they
to
joked
send
about
out.
doing it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That was the calendar right there. So funny.
So rest in peace, Steve. It's awesome hanging out with you. And everybody has been talking about it and sharing their times hanging out with him on streams, behind backroom streams and stuff like that. Really cool dude. And just thinking of him, as we go into the new year and all the cons, hopefully we're gonna be able to get to and all that stuff. So we gotta keep putting out badass stuff. So we could, I don't know. It's awesome meeting everybody, and really feels like a community when you're at these events like the conventions and stuff.
It's awesome. And then go and eat at Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, always Brazilian steakhouse.
Sumo 30 says, I want to go to Fogo de Chao. We don't have one here. Are you ever coming to the United States? The real United States, the normal states? And then you could come out to one of these meetups and we'll all go to Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, we should. Or maybe we'll go to a Hawaii convention.
Could you imagine? There's no way. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about cause of death or anything like that. Anything. It was very hold up until everybody, the family.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to the family and everybody that knew him and all his buddies and stuff too. And there's a lot in the chat that knew him and hung out with him too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Hawaii's probably cool and stuff. It's just gonna be crazy expensive to go out there.
I wonder how hot it is.
Could you imagine how expensive it would be to eat at Fogo de Chao in Hawaii? Like
because they gotta import all that
meats and
stuff. Oh man,
really insane.
Yeah, that would suck. I'm gonna send Dave the link right now. Let's see, Mr. Dave Brink. Sending that out. I'm gonna sneak onto a garbage barge and go eat the crabs with sumo. Yeah, they probably have good crabs.
Maybe.
Amazing Con next month in Ohio or in Hawaii.
Well, do you remember Shelby was saying that it's like there's tickets from Las Vegas to Hawaii that are relatively cheap, you know, if you can make your way out to Las Vegas, because I guess there's like a big gambling scene in Hawaii that flies out to Vegas.
Yeah, because I think he went to a convention. He was saying a few years ago in Hawaii, like he tabled there. So that's super cool. Yeah, maybe one day we'll see. This year we want to do some cons, definitely, and we have a lot of content too. Now, a lot of new content to bring. In.
You could call us con men.
Yeah, con artists.
That's right.
Lots of Hawaiians in Vegas. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we have a guest, ladies and gentlemen, for the last half hour of the show. The creator of
Exiled,
a bunch of characters, some of my favorite character designs in indie comics right now. This guy is just—he's
rivaling you for the amount of characters put out.
I know, and they're not like throwaway characters. They're cool designs, really cool names. He's got a logo for all of them, which is something that we pride ourselves on our stuff too. If you guys have, here's some of his books right now. This is American Bliss. Let's get some zoom in on these. Got American Bliss. I mean, right off the bat, this cover, this designs are so cool. This freaking guy, awesome.
Yeah.
Dream Girl, which I thought was another really cool character, and he's all about putting the babes in his book as well. Yeah, I think capturing some of the most perfect parts of comic book storytelling. And this is Power Trip as well. I think this is from his previous campaign. Let's get a round of applause and some music here. Let's see, is this the music one? Yeah, let's bring him in. Mr. Dave Brink. Let me see. You gotta switch cameras.
You have to go back to
multiple cameras. And are we going to bring down the thing here?
Oh my God.
Everybody loves it.
We need to make this straight on camera. Don't even waste your time with this.
Here we go. There he is. Look at how perfect this looks.
Man.
Mr. Dave Brink.
Although, I do have to say, I tried to watch an episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast the other day, and the production value here might be higher than it was on that show.
Yeah, we're trying.
It was unwatchable.
People saying class in the chat. Dave, what is up? Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Hi. Look at you guys being all professional there. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
We're trying to do it. Wow. And look at you being professional with all your books, man. I feel like every year you're coming out with, it feels like more than one title coming out now from Genuine Comics and a slew of awesome characters.
If it were possible, we would produce more, but you just can't. We're working as fast as we can.
Yeah. It's
we
know the feeling.
Yeah, we know the feeling for sure. Like having so many ideas and titles in your head, but you have a good hold on this stuff. Having your flagship be Perfect 10 and kind of expanding from there, which I love to see.
That kind of happened. But she isn't the first title. We had other titles before her, like the Dream Girl book, for instance. We have Ajax. We have we were working with Power Trip. So we had other things going on, but somehow Perfect 10 was the title that broadened the audience.
Yeah,
and so now people want to check out the previous work also, which is awesome, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Perfect 10's an awesome mixture of like superhero comics and with a sci-fi elements. Her being like this synthetic man-made character that is kind of torn between the good side and the bad side, which I really love. And you've got quite an awesome reaction from readers as well. I remember Amanda B praising Perfect 10. A lot of people in the chat loving this stuff. We have some mods in the chat. If you guys are in the chat, if you could drop the link to the new Perfect 10 book, which I think is number 4. Is that correct?
Yes, number 4.
Awesome. Let me pull that up. Oh, I wanted to show this off too. This was a tweet that you put up. Let me see what happens when we do this.
Did I put up? Oh,
yeah, I think this is from you showing off some awesome art.
All right, that's Corey Barton's art.
Yeah, this is. And was this a cover available on the campaign right now?
No, so what we did, right? So first, when we launched the campaign, I had these stretch goals. I had, for one, a free print that people got with their order, and a stretch goal for a second print by POW. And while things were going, I was thinking, I was receiving my own packages that I ordered, like new books, and almost every book comes with prints, right? So I was thinking, what do people actually do with these prints?
Sure.
And I basically decided then that I thought it would be cool to take these prints that I was offering, put them together in this book, together with previous pinups that we never published, and all new material also by different artists.
Oh yeah!
And every backer gets this art book for free, so it's a complete art book. It's 32 pages, and so I approached Corey to make something, and he could make whatever he liked, and he picked like Perfect 10 with Crimson, the red werewolf.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's wicked, man. That's so cool. And what a perfect character for him to draw as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know Corey, he loves the babes. He's really, really good at drawing them. And it's totally up his alley. Like he's type of guy. When I think of him, I think of Ghost in the Shell, like that's the stuff that reminds me of his work and the stuff that he's into. And this is awesome. The idea of putting together kind of like an art book like that is genius, because you've been around for so many years commissioning all these pieces from different artists. And I know from experience, because I'm a writer that loves seeing our characters drawn from different hands. So sometimes you can't help but being like, oh man, I got to see what this artist version of the character is going to look like. So actually using that to your benefit and putting it out there, almost like an incentive to grab this thing, because, hearing that makes me want to back it even more, having just like a pinup book of all these characters.
Yeah. So some people ask me, what about other stretch goals? Will there be new stretch goals? And I'm like, no, you get this free art book. That is crazy.
Yeah. That's
Hmm.
worth it. For real. It's
and I
so
ship
cool.
from the Netherlands, right? So shipping, I ship to Critical Blast. So everything goes in bulk. So I can ship to the United States for only $15. So even at the basic like tier, like you back one book, you back issue 4.
Yeah,
you still get 2 books.
That's awesome. That's a super good deal. It's awesome to have people like Critical Blast out there that's able to.
Oh yeah, Critical Blast is
Sure,
fantastic.
that shipping.
He did American Bliss also, and it was just seamless.
Yeah, amazing art on your books all the time. I loved what you I don't know if you have it on here, but you did like the had POW draw your character with one of your characters or any character, which was really cool. You guys get creative with that. It seems like your art team is very flexible and willing to help actually promote these campaigns, which is a huge asset to a creative team. And just the designs in general are just so unique and eye-catching when you are designing a new character, or in the past when you've designed characters, how does that kind of design process come about? Is that are you doing a write-up? Do you do sketches? Is it sometimes always the artist kind of full force with the idea? How does that work?
It really varies. Usually, most of the times I do the the sketching because I have this concept in mind, right?
Yeah.
But it does happen that I write this character and have no idea how they should look like, what they should look like, and then I ask Pau, can you do something? Can you design something? Or I approach other artists.
Yeah.
So you get this variety of styles, and some artists I now know are better at certain things than other artists, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
designing is very tricky for some artists. So we get the best designs possible, and sometimes we even get 3 different designs, and I pick one, or we make a combination, or we update designs that I made like 30 years back. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
It's awesome just being in the game now for a while and having so many friends that are artists or artists you've worked with, building a relationship with, and really able to, put them in different places that they are stronger in, learning their strengths and weaknesses and kind of assigning them different things. Like we've used so many different artists for designing characters or logos and stuff. And just getting in the groove with an artist is an awesome feeling. And I really feel like you and Pau are rocking it out on this series.
And the same goes for sequential art, for instance, right? We have this series called Power Trip, which is a anthology series. So we have so many concepts and characters, we can't all give them their own title, but we can introduce them through Power Trip. And I like to make stories with different creative teams, so different writers, different artists, and some artists made pinups for us, which were awesome pinups.
Yeah.
And then I put them on a story for sequentials, and then it just doesn't work out. It's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Which sucks sometimes. I have to tell them sorry, but it isn't really what I wanted. But no worries. I will continue to hire these people to make awesome pinups for us.
Yeah, I mean, like universe, like what you're doing here, it's great because you're able to employ so many artists that are either starting or really looking for work, and that's the stuff that universes like this and what we're doing with the Lost Pages really we like hiring a bunch of people as well, and
you have some quality artists also, man.
It's part of the fun with this stuff, seeing it come to life, and with new hands molding the worlds that we're putting out on here. We've had some awesome comments in the chat. Amanda B is here, says Dave was on issue 2 crowdfunding when I was struck with the art. Didn't know much about it or Dave, so I backed the digital, and then for number 3 went and got the physical. I know she's been an advocate for your stuff.
Yeah, Amanda's great.
Yeah, I mean, and the art definitely pulls you in. I know when we first saw the art on this, and just the concept, the title was one of Brandon's favorite books. It's one of the only books you've backed, really, just for your personal stuff. Like, we'll usually back stuff together. I do a lot of the backing as well, but yeah, I mean, you've been backing Perfect 10 probably since we've heard about it.
Yeah, it's a great, fun character design. Obviously, hot chicks, are in my wheelhouse. But the color contrast and just the way that it's handled, and the kind of, unconventional hairstyle, mixed with that sci-fi look and stuff like that. It works really, really well, and it definitely attracts me to, the whole thing, because it is very much of an escape type of comic. And that's cool, because not everything is like that nowadays. Everybody's trying to make some sort of realistic or prove the point thing. And this is very fun. It reminds me of The Fifth Element, or, like Ultraviolet, stuff like that.
Aeon Flux.
Yeah, Aeon Flux. And that's cool. I totally dig that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the weird thing about this concept is that Tan, as the main character, almost feels like she doesn't belong within this universe, right? She's completely new. She's synthetic. She has no family. She has to find her way. And meanwhile, this universe where she wakes up in is completely established. Things happen. So this is one of the features I like while writing. It's putting the character in such a situation.
Yeah, you have multiple levels and dimensions to the storytelling there. And I was talking about this a little bit last night on the Creative Block show, where you could plant seeds for things early on that will then grow into something else. And having, her personality and theme clashing with the world really allows you to have fun with like A and B plots that may work to intrigue the reader more on different levels of your story. Let's see, is this the book you were talking about, the pinup book?
Yeah, that's the free book that people get with a few examples.
I mean, that cover is awesome too. Like in its own right, this is really, really awesome. How many different artists do you think are featured in this book? If you know,
23, I think.
Yeah, that's so cool. Now, I remember I've seen your character bios like on Twitter. I think last year you were posting them, and that's when I was realizing, like, wow, you have so many different characters that are really unique, they all have awesome logos and stuff. Did you ever do a book where it actually has the bios of the characters also in it, or were you
not yet? It is something that we may do sometime. I'm not sure, but I think for now I rather tell the stories through the visual, like through the comics.
Yeah.
And then later on, once they're published, I can like make this book with the published characters with their backstories that you could also read within the books, right? I think that makes more sense, not to spoil anything.
Definitely. And I saw last year too, and in previous years you were you're posting from like conventions and stuff. How is the convention scene over by you? And how fruitful is kind of the audience over there?
It's pretty small, but it's getting bigger. There is like this, like I'm from the Netherlands, so you have this completely different like convention vibe than you guys have. Comics here are very niche. They're niche where you are, but also here even more regarding the US format, right? So here they buy European books, which is a completely different format. They have different themes, different art styles, but there is this audience for superhero books, and in that aspect, I'm one of the few that offers them right here in the Netherlands. So my competition here is very scarce.
Yeah.
And,
I wonder how
people do buy it. They do like it. So I have my regular customers from the Netherlands. Then you have some people who always show up at conventions asking me when the books come out in Dutch. But I don't really translate them to Dutch because the field here is too small for that. So there's no reason to do that, right? But maybe once we start producing trade paperbacks, then we can think about translated editions. Then it's worth it.
Yeah, that's something just, I mean, we've thought about in the past and like how viable is that, and when do you do that?
Yeah,
Like,
when's
when
the
you
good
get-
time to do
yeah,
that?
well,
Definitely.
how do you know when the good time is to do stuff like that? But that would be cool down the line. We got Eddie Winkler in the chat. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you. I was going to ask as well, you know, growing up in the Netherlands, obviously you have a passion for superheroes and comic books. How did you ingest that when you were younger? Was there stuff that was translated back then, or how
Yeah,
are
you
like,
had this
comic shops over there?
Yeah, I kind of discovered comic shops later. So when I was young, you could get like these comics at supermarkets, at gas stations, you know, everywhere, and they were translated. You had this company here called Junior Press, and they translated the bigger titles from Marvel, from DC. So the first book that I read was this crossover book between Spider-Man and Superman. And that was so awesome. I loved that. And then I began to read more that was translated. And once I got older, I wanted to read more. So beyond Fantastic Four, beyond everything that was presented to us. So I started to read imported comics, and that's when I began to visit like comic book shops, where you could actually get these imported comics. So I discovered all these awesome things, and then Image Comics started, and that basically also like prompted me to think about doing my own creation.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think that was a catalyst for a lot of creators, especially of that era. You know, doing it yourself, especially the idea of these are new characters no one's ever seen before. They're not tied to the Marvel universe. It's like, oh, this, you know, and the names, putting names to faces in that era as well, definitely kickstarted a lot of interest of doing it on your own and really taking up the paper and pen. What was the first stuff you ever published? Like, how long ago was that?
Oh, that was I think in '96.
Wow.
I was still in school. I knew nothing, but we tried. So Jamie Comics started then, and we started with. I did it with 6 other students from my school who liked comics, and we thought maybe we can make comic books, and we made some stuff. It was very amateurish. We sold stuff at conventions, and we basically learned how these things work. But after like 4 or 5 years, we kind of quit making comics because it wasn't worth it, and we had to grow up. We had to do other things. We have to work, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
So much later, so in 2014, I came back to produce comics, and this time for the global market. So my first title there was called Earthling. We have 4 issues from that also, and that's completely English.
That's awesome. Yeah, we did, and it's over 10 years ago now, the first issue of the Silhouette.
Yeah.
Probably like a 2011, 2012.
That's crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, and did it much different than we were doing it now. And then we took a hiatus because of going into school and starting real jobs and stuff. But yeah, so it's awesome to see you back in the game and producing such quality that you're putting out, man. Every year, this stuff is just looks so rad, and I can't wait to get my hands on the new stuff. 1 second, we do have a super chat from Mr. Fox Mulder for $20.
Jesus!
Thank you so much, Fox Mulder. He says, I don't know why this is out here. He says, no one thanks you guys enough for everything you do for independent comics. both your own stuff and promoting other creators, producing great work. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And thank you guys, everybody in the chat that supports the channel, that supports indie comics, these books, Dave's books, just helps us produce higher quality stuff and really get these stories out, that's what it's all about, having people read this stuff. So everybody that does review channels and videos, that stuff is super helpful as well. I love watching reviews, and thank you guys so much. And thank you, Fox, for the incredibly generous super chat. On this channel, if you do super chat us, we give you a bonk on the head as a thank you. So here's a good bonk for you, Fox. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. You get a little clap.
What do you see?
Brandon will be right back. We do have a question in the chat for you, Dave. This is from Cranberry Langers. It says, how many follow-ups do you have planned after this, or is it a play it by ear type of thing?
I think you mean for Perfect 10, right? So
Yeah.
How many issues there will be? So right now we are planning 6 issues. So after this one, I need 2 issues to tell the entire arc, and then this story should be done. But you never know. Maybe we continue if the audience continues to grow, and we can keep doing this. Then we can continue. So, but this particular story arc is 6 issues.
Awesome. That's and these are floppies as well. Do you after that arc, do you have plans on collecting it into kind of like a trade paperback with the 6 issues?
I love to do that. Yeah, that's what I want. But it will take a little while. So we first need to do 2 more books, and how much work that is.
Yeah.
And then after some time, we will combine them. So that's something.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, like reaching those kind of like milestones in your company and in your stories as well. Super gratifying. It's awesome to see all that stuff come together and laid out. Like we're doing the People Ashcan, which it's a full story arc, but we're releasing it in issues, kind of like what you're doing. So it's going to be 3 issues, and they're in black and white, and they're Ashcan sized. But when we get to that end point, it would be awesome to do a trade and get that stuff colored. Like that's really cool. Like kind of having the ability to reprint old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're running out of the reprint of the Lost Pages 1, so we're out of that
also.
Yeah.
So how many times do you continue to reprint like first
right
issues,
Yeah, so that's
some point you want to bundle them. So
so that's why we're doing that manga sized tome collection, so we could have stuff bundled at a cheaper price. But all this stuff, guys, like crowdfunding and making comics crowdfunding, like everything is experimental. So it's like, yeah, maybe we could do that, and hopefully it's successful.
Sure.
So that's kind of how things roll in this area of doing comics. Cranberry Liner says, yeah, I think quite a few people want back issues. Definitely. I mean, for stories like this, where it's a story arc, it's an ongoing series, you want that context.
Sure.
And there's always going to be those original print runs that are maybe going to be more scarce and stuff, but always trying to keep everything readily available for new people that come in.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on a new reader, somebody just because you didn't want to go back to print or whatever. It's a tough one.
Yeah, Cranberry Layers, I bought the manga, /otaku edition. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a backer today, which is awesome.
And during the stream, somebody also bought Magic Cop episode 2.
Really?
Yeah, from the website. So if you're here and you did that, awesome.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. And I'm excited to get started on Magic Cop 3. I know we've been bouncing ideas back and forth, trying to hammer that story out and tighten it up before we go to writing on that. So that's next, hopefully.
Definitely. Yeah, I think this year is going to be, it's looking to be a big year. I think we have a lot planned for this year, already stuff in motion. And it seems like you are the kind of creator, Dave, that already has production going even before you announce things. Like I heard this book is totally, completely drawn. Is that?
This book is done. So issue 4 is completely done. I'm just waiting for one more colored piece for in the back for like a advertisement, but the book done, lettered, everything, copy edited. So once the last color piece comes in, it's print ready. So it will probably go to the printer this week.
Awesome.
And people will also get their digital. So if you order digital, you will get it next week.
Awesome.
That's so good. I mean, like having this stuff ready, prepared. The books we're coming out with this year, art is already being completed on it. Good chunks of it are at this point already done. So just trying to stay ahead of everything. So when we launch things, we'll have turnaround time right on time, so you guys aren't waiting. And like Brandon was saying, a lot of this year is going to be preparing for Magic Cop 3, writing it and drawing it, hopefully for a end of the year launch, or even fall. We'd love to do like an October thing.
Right.
Whack-ass excited for Magic Cop 3. Appreciate it. Guys, if you love what we're talking about, if you love the superhero comics, if you love babes in comics, guys need to check out Perfect 10. Link is in the description. People are dropping links in the chat as well. Thank you so much. Reese in the chat says, I sent you guys a super chat, but I don't know what happened. Lol. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, nothing came up on our end over here.
Nothing popped up. Appreciate it though.
You, Dave, have you ever considered doing like 3D type stuff for your character? Perfect.
I would love to, man. I would love to, but I can't do it right now. It's too expensive.
It is.
A lot of hassle, shipping also. It's. I don't know. For now, I like to focus on the books. So money that I have, or funds that I have. I want to invest it in the comics. So in creating stories. That's my primary goal. And when possible, absolutely, I would love to do like statues. We have statues like design 3D designs, but we haven't yet produced them. Yeah, so we have this 10 3D statue which looks awesome, but now someday.
Yeah, getting stuff printed and painted and cast and everything.
Expensive part, of course, is the painting the stuff, which is crazy.
It's the most expensive.
And I tip my hat at you, Dave, because a lot of creators could fall into doing this stuff, and then it's expensive, and then it cuts into their profits, and then you're left with a campaign that wasn't worth it. And I mean, I'm sure we're guilty of doing that, with doing 9 trading cards with our first Lost Pages campaign and stuff like that. But you just get so excited about
that's
things.
it. Yeah.
But I think
I completely get that. Yeah,
focusing on the story is the most important part. Focusing, getting it completed, printed out to the reader, and build that reader base. That's number one priority. With
what I try to do is keep my goals simple, so very doable. So the first goal is finish this chapter, get this colored, finish the book. That's the goal. After that one, the next goal is get it printed, get it shipped out, and then focus on the next project. So small steps, and eventually you will get where you want to be.
Yeah. So going into 2024, you're just about ready to print this bad boy, which is awesome. So that means anybody in the chat right now that is looking for something to read this year, definitely back Perfect 10. The link is in the chat and in the description. What are you doing after you get all these books shipped out? Is there another campaign you're looking to do this year?
Yeah, several. I will be starting a small campaign on Fund My Comic for Power Trip 2. So we are working on new stories for Power Trip 2 right now.
Awesome.
And we are working on American Bliss 2, which will also need to come out this year. And next to that, maybe something else. It kind of depends how well things go. When I have the resources, then we will do another thing next to that.
That's awesome. I mean, so good to hear you're already kind of like in progress of doing those things, creating those stories. You're exactly where you should be with that stuff. And yeah, I would recommend this book, guys. Follow Dave. You also have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yes. It was kind of paused. I took this little break, but
yeah,
I will take things. I will pick it up sometime next week or the week after. I have this Sunday show called A Drink with Brink, where I talk with other indie creators. So that's always cool. And next to that, I'm trying to think of new content, but so weekly thing.
Cool. Awesome. Everybody follow Dave. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
awesome.
Of course. Hopefully this got some more eyes on your project. And remember, if you guys can't back right now, definitely hit that heart button on Indiegogo. It'll remind you anytime it puts out an update, and always sharing it is definitely great because you guys love comics. You have friends that love comics as well. And this is a series you guys don't want to miss. We got Reese in the chat. He says, I got a receipt, but not a chat. Flipping YouTube. That stinks. Well, whatever you said, put it in the chat and we'll read it. We have Eric Hutfels is here. We're just wrapping it up. Eric, we're going to send you guys over to Michael Bancroft's stream. Should be starting right now. Improby with a super chat from Canada, $7 says, would Dave sell prints of the cover art of the second printing books for those who already bought the original issues? I see what he's saying.
So making prints of the second covers, right?
Like your reprint covers. Like if you have a new cover, someone already has the first book, but they dig that new cover.
I never really thought of that, but it's something to consider maybe.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe I just want to have it exclusive for the cover. So
yeah,
tricky question.
Are the covers also in that pinup book as well, or are they exclusive to the actual comic covers?
No. No, the comics or the covers are for the comics. So the art book has like stuff that aren't covers or aren't. And some pinups are like covers that were never used. So you will find those also in there.
Cool. Thank you, Improby, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Here's your bomb. There you go. I think that's it. Eric says, I have the first few perfect 10s. Good stuff. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Well, we're going to send you over to Michael Bancroft's stream. Tell him we said hi. Give him a Zaid raid in the chat from us. And we will see you guys Monday with a Hardline show. Everybody have a safe and awesome weekend and enjoy it. Happy New Year, everybody.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Let's see, what do we got here?
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.